this is an important fundamental. When you die, okay,
Yeah.
it's really easy to dwell about this death. Like, you're already doing it here. Like, oh, I don't know why I parred this. Like, right now, you were probably thinking in this game, oh, man, why did I start that? I'm going to be late to my camps. Why did I walk this way, man? Oh, why did we even go
Yeah.
for the late bit? Like, that's what you're thinking right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what you should be thinking is, I died. Okay, what's next? Okay, they have no flash. They have no flashes. I'm going to part the bot from top down. Boom.
Yeah.
So instead of like this situation being like a situation where you're just dwelling about the mistake, you can instantly flip that and turn it kind of like into a positive. Oh, they have no flashes. Oh, my team's cleaning up. Wow, this is actually good for me. This is actually good for the game. It wasn't actually bad for the game. You traded 1 for 2, and your bot lane is actually starting in lane here, and Trundle will just TP top. But you pathing to top here is like, it's already like your Nexus, I'm telling you. It's like, it's literally taking a dent. Like your Nexus right now, it's dented.
Yeah, I was like,
What's up, everyone? If you are someone who takes league improvement seriously, check out my Patreon, where you can get access to over 300 coaching sessions, just like the one in this video, as well as weekly group coaching sessions and much more. There are options for every budget, so take the first step in reaching your goals right now. Okay, yeah, so like we're going to be talking about Champion Mastery a lot, because like on champs like Rengar, it does fall into that category of like, yes, not only do you need to be like very good, proficient at the mechanics, because mechanics, Rengar's mechanics compared to like Shyvana's mechanics is a bit different. Okay, so you are going to be, you're going to need to be good at him mechanically, but then like second to that, you're going to need to know a skill that's like kind of being more adaptable, being more cheesy, being more creative. These things, Shyvana doesn't need to do that. She just needs to full clear down, get the dragon, full clear down, alt bot, full clear down, alt bot. Take these two camps, take the grubs, right? This is all Shyvana needs to do. Now, the same thing, the same fundamentals apply with Rengar, but there's going to be more opportunities because your champion is like, you know, you could do like more creative things, you know, with Rengar than you can with Shyvana that wouldn't work for Shyvana, which is also like something we're going to talk about, which is like the champion master of it. The first thing I want to think about, or I want you to tell me, is like, what would be your thought process when like in load screen, all 10 champs get locked in? What's your like normal thought process? Like, what do you think about?
I'm thinking like what my win con.
Win con, okay. Tell me what the win con is this game.
Probably like end through top with Trundle, and
mean
if
like
the game lasts too long, probably like
yeah. That's one win condition, right? Trundle, so Trundle split push is a win condition.
Yeah.
That's good. So like we most likely want to potentially get like the grubs for that, right? Play around the grubs. Okay, cool. What's another win con?
We just scale because
okay, cool.
we have Smolder Vlad.
Yeah. So you hit both the questions. Like when we talk about like win cons, usually it comes down to like the two things, like the scaling and the objectives, which is like, this is like the first question in like my checklist that I do. I think about win cons, which is like scaling and objectives. This game we hard out scale, right?
Yeah.
This game we hard out scale. Top out scales. Actually, no, I'll do top out scales. Jungle, I don't know. I think Rengar scale is pretty insane compared to, I mean, Briar is like whatever as well. I think Rengar's 6 items is kind of crazy. You literally one-shot any single person on this team.
Yeah.
Vlad, hard out scales. Smolder, hard out scales. Anivia, okay, this doesn't matter. Okay? So we know we have like insane scaling.
Very good scaling.
And we know that we can, okay, so what does that also mean? So both objectives, we like playing for either. We like playing for grubs, but we also are fine with playing for dragons. That gives us like more time to scale. Because if you take one dragon, it's like plus 5 minutes to them like getting soul, which is also good. And the biggest thing to realize when you're the one out scaling is not like you're going to play, like you are going to play more reserved, more like I guess you could say like, I guess you could say like more like reserved, more passive. But it's not, that's not because, that's not because like, that's not your thought, okay, I'm going to play this game passive. The reason that it's most likely you're going to play passively is just because like you're going to have less opportunity. Because this guy's not going to give you any opportunity. This guy's not going to give you any opportunity. Because they're just scaling champions. Like there still may be opportunities. It's just most likely the game is winning if nothing happens for like 25 minutes. Of course, that's not going to
You're
be
just
the
trying
case.
to neutralize the game.
Yeah, neutralize. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, you're just winning. Your team is just winning by just existing in this game. And so the next part of the checklist, like once you think about that question, is like, where can I get a kill? That's just simply how you put it. You literally say, where is most likely that I can get a kill this lane? And usually that comes down to 3 things: volatility. So I'm going to do volatility. It comes down to gank setup, and it comes down to the enemy's mobility. So let's actually go through this game for top. For top lane, is it going to be very volatile?
Probably not. No.
Probably not. Yeah, because Teemo is probably just like
range top.
Yeah, range top versus melee. Yeah, it's probably not going to be very volatile. Okay, gank setup. I mean, we have a pillar. It's okay, but he has a blind. So it's not great gank setup. Yeah, he's also got mobility as well, right?
Yeah.
So I think the volatility, it could be volatile still, to be honest. It's probably not like a full X. It's probably like a question mark. But top is not that great for us this game. Okay, let's go for the next one. Let's go for mid. Let's run through this again. Volatility.
Not volatile.
One thing I will say is that when you see ignites, this makes this more. Like, it makes it more volatile. So that's one thing to like consider. Like Teemo, that lane probably might be a little bit volatile because Teemo is going to be playing like a crazy psycho and trying to kill him. Mid, yeah.
It's just hard to think about mid lane as a Rengar.
That as well, yeah. That's also what you're considering because mid lane, it sucks to gank mid. So volatility, not great. Gank setup, not at all. Mobility, insane. Okay, we're not going mid unless we can just walk in and flash Q. Okay, bot lane. Volatility? It could be, to be honest.
It'd be pretty bold.
Yeah, because it's range stop versus range stop. And like 2 poking 80 carries. Gank setup? Anivia stun? I wouldn't call
has the wall.
The wall and the stun. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's reliable. It's not like a Leona or like an Annie or like some kind of like reliable CC. But it's decent, so I'll give it like a dash. And then mobility from the enemy, there's no mobility. So it's decent. So most likely in this game, where are we going to get a kill? Most likely.
Bot lane.
Bot lane, yeah. So we want to part the bot. And now the last question is the jungle matchup. So when you think about the jungle matchup, I want you to think, what can he do, or what does he want to do? And what can I do? What do I want to do? And can he invade me, or can I invade him? Like, who wins like level 3? So
yeah.
What do you think he wants to do or can do this game?
The Briar?
The Briar, yeah.
She could play for top if like, because I mean, I feel like Briar has a lot of options.
Strong early game, yeah.
So he has a lot of prior.
I'll put it to you like this, okay? So you're thinking about a lot of like details right now, which is fine, okay? But remember, you don't have much time in the pregame. I mean, sometimes you have less, sometimes you have more. So you want to do this, right? You want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, play run bot, right? This is what you want to do. What can he do to disrupt this? There's 2 things, right? There's 2 things he could possibly do. What are they? 2 invades.
Invade. Like invade me level 3. Like try to split the map.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's 3 options, I guess. Actually, yeah, you're right. There's 3 options. Option number 1 is that they could like late invade here and try and split them up. Option number 2 is that, so option number 1 is like they walk in here late and they try and split them up. Option number 2 is he does like red into invade, or like maybe raptors into invade, right? And then option number 3 is he does like 3 camps, like he does like 1, 2, 3, and then invades you here.
Yep.
So now we're thinking about like, okay, he can invade me, he can late invade. What can we do to prevent this?
Warding.
Warding, yeah. So, yeah, okay, good. So you could ward this. There's three things you could do. Ward positions here. 1, 2, and 3. These are the 3 ward positions, right?
Yep.
This one your team can place. So your team can place this. So if you're scared of the late invade, this would be the best option. Ward number 3, they just come here and ward it, and you try and ping them to ward it. If you don't think it's likely that they're going to late invade, then either try and ping your team to help you to get this ward. So this ward takes priority over this ward. This ward is a secondary option to say like, okay, we can't invade because they have like insanely strong level 1 champions. So yeah, we want to try and get this ward so we can also track Briar, but also know if she's going to try and invade us. Cool. Okay, let's say we can't
if my team wards blue and I see her on it.
Okay, yeah, this is the next
and
question. Yeah.
both of my mid lane and my bot lane is shoved in. I
I'll
wouldn't
explain.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll explain what happens here. So, enemy jungle wants to split the map on you, okay?
Yeah.
There's just two options that, I mean, there's usually a reason for this. The main reason is he wants to split the map so then he can like dive bot or like just be playing around bot because it's going to be really volatile. We don't exactly want this, okay? We don't want to just run here and farm this. The thing about
Yeah.
this is that if you start red and then they invade you here straight away and you see him, what's stopping you from just running here, blast coning over here and jumping on him when he goes to Gromp? The thing about this play is why it's good is because of this thing called inside track. So even if your team is getting pushed in here, right? I mean, also remember, this is very early in the game. They can't like crash their wave already. This pathing here is inside track because their team here, so this is like your team, this is their team. They have to run like this. You see how this is way shorter?
Right.
The other really good thing about this is that you have a ward here, right? So when you have a ward and you see him here, trust me, your team will want to move. Like everyone will want to move to get involved in this. Most of the time, like most cases, laners will move to something if they actually see him. Now, if you do not see him and you're pinging your team to help here, good chance they're not going to help.
Yeah.
They're not going to even know what you're talking about. But because it's so obvious that you have a ward here and that he's on this, you would just do red and go and kill him and ping your team to collapse.
Okay.
Now, that would be the best option. If you feel like that's like top lane is actually okay for you to play, you can just split, but you're going to be missing this opportunity. Also, the last thing is if he takes blue and then he just starts to leave while you're on red, this is like a higher level play from him. If he just leaves, then you would try and do red and also take these two. You would just try and do this. Because then worst case scenario, he leaves, he does these camps, you go here, you do these camps, and then you just clear down to bot again.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because like if he does the blue
that
and
makes
he
sense.
leaves, and you do the red, and then you take these two, he can't come here and contest you. Yeah, he can't come here and contest you, but he also doesn't have time to come back and take like the rest of your camps. It's just very inefficient. He can't like do this. This is going to take too much time than you just doing this.
Yeah, that's yeah.
No.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, so you know, obviously we're talking about this quite extensively, but what this really looks like in real time is like you load in, all 10 champs get locked in, and you say, okay, we outscale. I like dragons. Okay, I have a Trundle. I like Grubs. If their bot is really, really strong here and they decide that they want to take the dragon, obviously, I mean, usually you always contest dragons, but let's just say your bot lane die and they take dragon. Okay, I'll trade the Grubs. Okay, maybe he's on Grubs and it's not good. Okay, I'll take the dragon. So we like either objective. We're gonna think about the objectives like we like either. It doesn't really matter. There's no prioritization either. It's just about whatever's more efficient for us and based on what's happening on the map. The next thing that I'm thinking is, okay, where can I get a kill? Okay, top, not that good. Mid, really not good. Bot, pretty good, but not like the best. But it's the best that I have. And then I'm thinking about, okay, jungle matchup. Can he invade me? Yes. Okay, I want to clear the bot, so he might invade me here. Okay, I need my team to ward here because they can late invade, or I'm just going to ward here at 1 minute. It's important that you ward here at like 110 even, because this ward will last 90 seconds, and it will last until 240. And that will be the time where he's doing 1, 2, 3, and then you'll see him right here. So it's important that this ward lasts as late as you can, because you can make it here back to your red, and you can ward this at like even 115. You can still make it to your red, right?
Yeah.
So ward for yourself as late as you can. Then you're completely fine. Like he can't invade you anyway. If you see him coming in, you're just gonna do wolves. Then you're gonna just skip your blue. You're gonna do this. He's gonna be confused here, and then you can just spam ping your team to like help. Now, if he has like priority for this time or whatever, you want to do the Gromp first, because the same thing again, it's that inside track. You can pull the Gromp here and do it. And then if he's doing this, generally how invades work is like whoever starts the camp loses. So if he's on this and then you catch him here, you'll win 100%. If you're on this and he catches you here, you'll lose.
Yeah.
Because you would have used abilities and stuff like that. So that's the game plan, right? And this game plan will give your games that like direction, and it'll stop you from like just autopiloting and just feeling like you don't know what to do. Because every time that situation now comes up, you're already like self-prepared. It's not like catching you off guard. You're not over prioritizing dragons. You're not like saying, oh, let's just take this like 50-50 dragon here, when you could just have like this 100% grub because you thought about like the win cons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it will stop you from doing plays like that. Okay, let's watch the game now. Any last questions about the checklist? I'll also send it to you at the end, the kind of the
No,
notes,
that's
and
that work.
you can just go through this every game. You can just go through it.
Yeah.
Some games you'll have more time than others. The most important question though, and what I'm going to get to now as well, is you need to do whatever's like best for you. So when you play champions like Rengar, most carries and most kind of like the idea is like you always want to do what's best for yourself. So you don't want to say like in your pregame, I want to help bot scale. That's not part of your equation.
Yeah.
If bot lane is like a Kog'Maw Lulu, but you have like a Renekton versus like a Pantheon top, and they both have Ignite, you're not trying to help bot scale. You're just going to you're going to leave them alone because you need to play for yourself still. You can almost think of it like you're bridging them to scaling. You get really fed, you delay the game for them. Even if they go like 0-3 in lane or 0-4, there's still that possibility that like they'll be useful late game. So you're not relying on anyone either. You're not relying on Vlad. You're not relying on bot. You're simply just playing the game to what like it's given you. You know, you're just trying to play your cards right. But number one thing, play for whatever's best for you. Don't even think about the word help. There are situations where like you have spare time and you can like, you know, help a lane push in or like, you know what I mean? But okay, we didn't actually talk about this scenario, but we late invade. Generally, I wouldn't say late invading is a great idea because people play really, really, really bad about it. Even in high elo, people are really, really bad at late invading. But I mean, it's just like a small like 50-50. I think if you can get in like you did.
My passing was really weird.
I think if you can get in like you did, like this. Oh, Trundle's there as well. Okay, so it's just like an invade. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this too much because it's very... Do you look for lane invades often? If so, we can talk about it. But if not...
Late invades? No, not often.
Okay,
I don't like invading because it just starts the game off really weird.
We don't like invading because it's like a 50-50 play. Like either your team plays well or like their team plays well and it's like a ward here and then you start the red and they all collapse on you and you die. Yeah. Like, it's just like you're just flipping the game a little bit. So yeah, we won't talk too much about that. But you were able to walk in here without getting spotted on any vision, which is actually really good. It's actually really good that you were able to do that. Okay, we actually end up... Okay, we just talked about lane invading.
Yeah, I understand.
Happens.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, it ends up being good. It ends up overall, it's like not bad for you.
It's not too bad. I don't know what, like, when I went bot, that this is where kind of screwed up my plan. I was like, why was I bot?
Yeah, and I was about to say, like, who just used sums as well? This is like a huge thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Who used sums here?
Yeah, I ping
Do you even
Ash flash like later on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he went too far. It was like in the middle of my clear though.
I guess we'll talk about this now because like this is an important fundamental. When you die, okay?
Yeah.
It's really easy to dwell about this death. Like you were already doing it here. Like, oh, I don't know why I parred this. Like right now, you were probably thinking in this game, oh man, why did I start that? I'm gonna be late to my camps. Why did I walk this way, man? Oh, why did we even go for the late vid? Like that's what you're thinking right now, right? But what you should be thinking is, I died. Okay, what's next? Okay, they have no flash. They have no flashes. I'm gonna part the bot from top down. Boom. Yeah. So instead of like this situation being like a situation where you're just dwelling about the mistake, you can instantly flip that and turn it kind of like into a positive. Oh, they have no flashes. Oh, my team's cleaning up. Wow, this is actually good for me. This is actually good for the game. It wasn't actually bad for the game. You traded 1 for 2, and your bot lane is actually starting in lane here, and Trundle will just TP top. But you pathing to top here is like, it's already like your Nexus, I'm telling you. It's like, it's literally taking a dent. Like your Nexus right now, it's dented.
Yeah, I was like,
I
was
off of this decision. Because you're missing out on such a massive opportunity to get kills, to get fed.
Yeah.
Because we already went through extensively why pathing top was bad, and it's even worse now because the fact that the bot lane has no sums.
Yeah, bot lane is really far behind too.
Yeah, literally. I mean,
They
they're literally
lose-
down a
they
level.
lost the wave.
Yeah. And so we have a ward on Raptors, which is good. So what did this ward on Raptors tell us? Starting here and
Yeah.
piling bot. So when he does 3
Yeah.
camps, I mean, we're a little bit slow, right? So when we like kind of get to our 3rd camp, what should we do? Okay, good. You're pinging. This is good. Yeah. I was about to say, this is where you need to like do your best to ping to protect like the bot lane.
Online.
Yeah. I would be pinging here. I'd be spam pinging right now. I'd be pinging like danger so hard. Let's see where he is. Okay, he's only just finishing red. Right here when you start this,
I
look,
should've
where are your pings here, right?
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Should've
It's not enough because, as we said as well, like, Briar can also recognize that she wants to play around bot, and that it's kind of like the win condition of the game. You know, it's funny meme that bot lane is like 70% of the time where everyone plays around. It's just kind of the meta right now. But it's literally even if they still die here and you literally spam ping them like 100 times, that's your job. That's your job to ping, because in 5 out of 10 games, your pings will prevent your bot lane from dying here. And, you know, it's a math game, right? So in 50 games out of 100, your bot lane not dying here is definitely going to change the outcome of some of those games, right? So even something so simple as spam pinging is really, really important.
Nivea died.
Yeah, and Anivia died because of it. Okay, so this is good at least that you recognize this Briar showing bot, and you know this is still the correct reaction. So it's good that you recognize this instantly. Okay, she's basing. How much time do you have? How many camps can you take? If she bases,
Probably just one, honestly.
just one. Good, yeah, just one.
Yeah.
You can't get if she stayed here and wasted more time. You can. But yeah, you also have to realize you're on a timer here. Yeah, what's her other option as well if she doesn't base? So anytime you see the enemy jungle, I want you to like think about what her options are. She walked into river here, so what are her literally 2? Oh, maybe there's 3. Maybe there's also dive bot. Dive bot, do this, or base, and then go to our top side, right? These are the 3 decisions she can make here. So, where should your pings be?
Below flood.
Right
Like,
here.
bot
There's
side
one.
river.
There's one danger ping here, and there's one danger ping here. Because remember, you don't need to danger ping like her coming here, because you're going to know that she's here when you walk over here. Actually, no, you don't have a ward. Okay, never mind. You won't know. You can't confirm. But just danger ping the immediate threat. If she bases right now, there's no immediate threat here, right? She'll be... If she based right now, she'll be in base. The immediate threat is on the lane. So you also have to like protect your lanes when someone shows. She could dive bot, like this, or she could gank mid. So you ping both her options. You're going to internally just track her the entire game. Okay, she ganks mid. You're actually there to counter, which is good. So this looks like a play that should be good. But the thing is that you don't have red compared to him having red. I still think this play is okay, but you both need to go on Briar, and Vlad needs to like use his entire thing on Briar and ignite him.
Oh.
You guys can't split damage here. You see that? I mean, I kind of predicted that you would go in Katarina here, to be honest. Because it looks like the normal thing. But can Vladimir hit Katarina here?
No.
Who can Vlad hit?
Briar.
Yeah, and you guys can kill him. Why? You have an advantage here. So even though you have a Vladimir, you have Ignite.
Oh. Yeah.
And Ignite is a really, really, really big advantage in the early game. In these kind of skirmishes. It's a big power. And you are insanely strong at this kind of fight. Even though you don't have red.
Yep.
You're next to a bush. They're coming into you. So, would we have killed Briar here if we wanted him? Yes, we would have. You would have. He would have already been what, like chunked a little bit more, and you would have just finished him off here, right? Yeah. Even if he wasn't dead, he'd be here. You would just chase him into the bush and kill him.
Yep.
So you split your damage here. What's another way we can also communicate about this? Like ping who you want to go on, right? So right here,
like target.
Who do you want to go on? Okay, you recognize now that you have to go on Briar. So you just spam ping Briar like crazy. Okay, let's go back from your POV. Yeah, you wasted your big like... Wait, was that empowered Q though? I think it was, right?
I think that was Q.
Oh, no, that was just...
I Q'd and
then...
yeah,
you use everything. Yeah, you used your Q and then your empowered Q.
Yeah.
Okay, you end up... I mean, it's just...
Nothing, nothing.
It's just
It
like
was like a really bad.
it's just like one of
Yeah,
those. It's just like one of those like, oh, like damn, like you just misplayed the skirmish.
yeah.
That's all it was. And then you got unlucky. Okay,
Hmm.
what's next, right? When you die like that, what's next? What would you do here again? Spawning in
Probably
5 seconds.
start pathing. Like go top bot.
Your Gromp spawns at like, I don't know, 4:30 because you started late. So it's not
Hmm.
going to be up yet, right? There's nothing. I mean, there's only Scuttle Crab up, so you're forced to clear from top to bot. Your Raptors are down, so it kind of sucks for you here because your pathing is also the structure of your like your clear is like bad now.
Hmm.
But yeah, you just ask what's next. You do these camps. This is good. We're not going to look for anything like this. Our wolves are spawning next, so we can just go to our wolves, right? Because we know that after our
I was just, I actually was waiting for my stuff to respawn so I can like normalize pathing bot.
so you wanted so you wanted
Like
to use some
I
time
delayed,
here so you could do this.
yeah, I delayed, yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
delayed
yeah.
my
Okay. It's okay.
respawn.
I mean, I think that I would just accept like that. It's pretty like I think this is going to be a while no that you have to use here, so it just might not be worth it.
Yeah, I was just hovering, I guess.
Yeah,
Kind of a waste of time, but my Raptors were.
this is not too bad. Like as long as it's like there's a difference between you waiting like 20 seconds and like 40 seconds, right? There's a big difference. So this is not that
Yeah.
bad. I think in this like if I'm gonna like assess on the circumstance, I think in this case, it was either one was fine. Actually, yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have your camp spawn down like this in a cycle. Your Krugs and your Raptors are gonna be desynced though, right? So it's like, yeah, when it's already at that point, it's kind of like you just want to farm as soon as you can. And also like, also here, actually no, let me go back because maybe I changed my mind. There's potential of you getting bot crab as well. So like if you just pod down like this, checked crab, okay, there's no crab. And even here, like once you're pathing it, like it's so important that you just make sure that you're always getting something. I'm telling you here, even if you were to just path like this, take this crab, take the scuttle, take these wolves, and then actually go back to top for the grubs, it's completely fine. Because at least you're getting a lot of XP. Whereas if you do this 1, 2, 3, and then you don't get the crab, it's somehow even worse now. Like the good thing is that like you're pathing to bot. The bad thing is like you could have just been playing for yourself and getting 6 off of grubs.
Yeah.
Potentially. So you can see it like that as well. But this compared to like your decision to clear up, this decision is not losing you the game. It could have some effect on it. It could have some impact on it. But it's not going to be like the reason you lose.
Yeah.
Okay, so the scuttle was still up. And so now you take it. Like the way I want you to think about also like camp syncing and like sequencing your camps is like it's kind of like the once it's like messed up, you don't have to like go out of your way to make sure like you don't want to do something really really inefficient to make sure that like your camps spawn like this, because like if it's something that's so inefficient, it's probably not even worth to like path the bot now anyway.
Okay.
You just want to do what's best for you. Okay, I'm liking this. We see Briar like going to topside. I think off of this ward here. So yeah, we see him go this way. Perfect. Yeah, we don't have a pink, which is kind of unlucky, but we also see Briar here again, which is good. See here? I mean, this is where I would say you should just stay, because your Raptors are not going to spawn for a while, right? You're going to go here and then wait around again and then clear down again.
Okay.
So I just I mean, you also had teammate. Okay, again, it's not that bad, but I just think if we watch here, I think this is going to be desynced a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So now again, you have like nothing to do. Oh, it's not. Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's just okay.
It's good then. It was a good base then. Do you play with any like timers or anything, or do you just kind of go off feel?
Oh, I have a timer.
Okay, good.
Like,
If you had timers,
I can.
then for sure. Yeah, yeah. If you had timers, then that base was good. If you had to wait here for raptors for a significant amount of time, then it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's actually good that you got this going, because now, like, when this kind of stuff happens and you're getting level 6, you can immediately run here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to run here so quick. You see this? There's an issue here.
Yep.
Your awareness.
I was trying to get 4 stacks
Okay, okay.
without using my W because my
Let me
W
see.
is on like a 20-second cooldown.
Okay, actually, no, maybe you're right. Maybe this is just a Rengar thing. I don't actually think. I don't actually think about it. Okay, yeah, this is fine. As long as you were looking, yeah, it's good. This might still be hard though, honestly.
Yeah, it looks really difficult. Yeah, I should have waited for Nami bubble.
So let's actually talk about this. Like,
Also did.
Right here is where like you're killing this camp, right? And you're looking, and you look at this.
Yeah.
Then you're going back here, and you're getting your stacks, right? And then when this happens, what do you think now? Like, the situation has changed. Before, it looked really good. So like, for example, if you were ulting on this right now,
It looks good.
it looks good.
Because they're in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, but this is why we have to update and have good awareness to update. Right, so now this happens. Now how does it look? You almost have to
It
just
look
like solo kill
like-
them, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
No,
and one thing like I want you to realize as well is like whenever you have to, like, you should always assume someone has sums unless your team pings it.
Yeah.
So just assume they have sums here. They have heal and barrier. Can you, looking at this now, can you kill them?
Maybe no, unless I like root immediately.
Right? And it's kind of unlucky. Like Nami heals, she heals like a crazy amount, and you don't have a team.
Ridiculous.
You just don't have a team. Like, Smolder is useless completely, and Anivia wants to base over here. So actually,
back,
like in this scenario, when you see Anivia flash out here, right? I'll tell you exactly when you don't go for the play anymore. Right here. Right here, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna clear. I'm just gonna clear,
Okay.
and then if they like, then you're thinking, okay, if they dive Smolder, then I'll clean up.
Yep.
Because this ult that you do is very, very important, because your ult is a really, really big part of your kit and your ability to kill people. And I think using your ult like this and not getting anything from it can set your like game behind. It's kind of important, I think, as Rengar, that you get kills off of like your first few ults to get your game snowballing. So we got Nami flash at least, so at least we can think about coming back there with ult, right? That's one good thing from it. Now you should be thinking here base, good, because you can't really contest this, right? You saw Briar go here, they have Katarina, so you just base. I mean, this seems like one of the worst matchups Trundle could ever face. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see how this is actually winnable.
Yeah, Trundle actually performs this game.
Oh, okay. He's a
which
split
is
push demon.
surprising. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Teemo just couldn't hold him. I guess Teemo just roamed a lot.
Yep. Yeah, these guys.
So I could move there.
And now, like, the mentality that we have in these games, we're kind of behind, right? The only difference between,
Yeah.
I mean, not only are we behind, but we're also like trying to outscale them. The thing, the mentality now should be, like, there's no difference from playing like when you're ahead and behind. The only difference is that the opportunities will be even slimmer now. Like, you already had little opportunity. Now it's like even smaller. So you're just gonna have to hold your composure until it's like up to the enemy to like, it's up to the enemy
Make a
to lose this
mistake.
game and make mistakes. Yeah, it's up to them.
Yeah.
They will do it because it's solo queue. You just have to be there. You have to like keep your agency until that happens. So if you like try and force plays to like get back into the game right now, you're gonna miss out on opportunities where they actually make mistakes. Does that make sense? Like you can't fumble like right now, because eventually you'll have an opportunity to like kill them and get back into the game. Or you'll have an opportunity to like, you know, they might throw or something. Okay, no flash. Nice. I like this. So this is like a mistake, right? Clearing some vision here. You know that there's no wards. You know that Nami has no flash. You have ult. Perfect. And after this should be like an immediate, and you even get a double kill. Wow, it's huge. Okay, maybe. Okay, straight away, you pause here. What can we take?
Dragon probably.
Yeah. Can we, like, the death timers are pretty long. You have to be thinking here, okay, you're going to start pinging, you're going to ping your team to do dragon here. You're going to walk here like this, and you're going to ping your team to dragon. If no one helps dragon, can you kill the dragon before either Briar or their, like, Nami comes back? Like, can you walk here and kill this?
Not.
You also don't have, actually, you're getting smite soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just going to walk here, you're going to spam ping your team to help. If they don't help, you're going to take Romp and then base.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. All right, so they're gonna clear the wave. This is fine. Right? None of that's happening right now. So usually you would look to do it, right? Okay, maybe you start to think about doing it now. But mid dies, so that changes things, right? Yeah. Now we're pinging it. Oh no, never mind. That was Briar pinging it. Yeah, that's now you shouldn't do it. You just go back to Grump, which is I think is what you do. Good. Remember to communicate here. You're not communicating.
Yeah, we saw Briar walking down. I was just.
The pings that I want you to do here are like initially on the way. Ping, 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 ping. Go, 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 go. Then the pings that I want to see when mid dies, like this. Now the pings are no, 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 no. Back ping, back ping, back ping. Ping on the way to your Grump. On the way, danger. You're just communicating. You're letting your team know exactly what you're doing. Because now there's just no play. Is there any play bot anymore? Like, is there any play that like is actually here exists? Does any play here exist?
No, not really.
Only if Briar turns his monitor off and like runs into you here.
Yep.
So you want to be on this Grump, smiting it, basing, and then doing your clear again, as fast as you can. Like your tempo right now is getting a little bit wasted. Not too bad, but every second matters. Now you don't have ult. Perfect time to just full clear down again, right? And then see if you can kill them again. If Briar starts a dragon, what can you do? Actually, no. This is Rift Herald time, right? It's not worth.
Yeah. No,
it's not worth to do Rift Herald, I don't think.
No, it takes too long.
Good. Okay, this was perfect. I'm glad you didn't like stay here. I'm glad you didn't like do this. I'm glad you did this. This was perfect. And then you're going to take this, and you're going to ult bot again. Is what you should be thinking. Okay, this was, I think, just mechanics misplay, right? You just missed E.
Yeah, I missed my E.
He could have
I was thinking Nami was going to flash it immediately.
So what happened in that? I'm pretty sure Ashe flashed in this last fight, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, these are the little things you have to notice. Like the... Oh, sorry, I was going to... So we know Nami has no flash here, right? So we got Nami. Perfect. This guy flashes, though. So what happens in this next fight?
We can go for...
Get Ashe.
I forgot Ashe flash.
Yep. This is why taking a mental note of people... Like, you should get in the habit of pinging someone's flash. That's like a mental note for yourself. Anytime you see a flash, ping it. Spam ping it even. It's just a good habit. Because then that makes a mental note for you. And then when you ulti in here, right? You're jumping on Ashe and you're rooting Ashe and he's dead here. I mean, maybe Nami like blocks the root and then you just kill Nami, whatever. But Ashe should be dead here. And I don't think she is.
Stop.
So your macro here was really, like your macro here actually was really, really good. But your execution and your like having that mental note and the target, this is where this play could have been again like insanely good. Like this gank was insanely good. Giving the dragon was insanely good. This would have been like their Nexus getting a little bit chipped now.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit worried about Briar coming. So like as soon as you lose the play, as soon as you lose your ult in the play here, what should you be thinking?
I just go back to my camp.
Back. Yeah, just back. Because like if you try and overforce something here and they're giving like body language, like some games like you'll go into this bush and you'll kill this Ashe. And this is still part to do with like the creativity and being a little bit cheesy. But if if their body language is like going up here, there's a chance that like, okay, if Briar is here, do we all die? That's what you should be thinking. If Briar is anywhere here, do we all just die if we try and go on this? I mean, you can't. This is something that you can't like. I can't. There's like, that's the adaptability that I'm talking about. So all this could be dangerous. So now, yeah, eventually you go back to camps. And now we're most likely just going to do the same cycle again, right? And the game is pretty good right now because we have a dragon and we have time to scale. Nivea based. Yep. What should we have done instead? We actually...
Reset.
Yeah, this is what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I should have reset.
You should have reset. Because if Briar is there, your Nivea is in base, you don't have ult, you don't have flash. You have...
It's like that.
I mean, it's 800 gold. It's not that great. But your cycle is starting again, though. Yep. Right? Your cycle is starting again. So all you need to do is do the same thing again. Base, full clear down, ult bot. So a little bit of discipline, I think, in your gameplay, right?
Yeah.
You have to think, like, if Briar is here, I'm dead. You can base here. So let's put it like this. Like, you can base here and just tell yourself, if Nami walks in, I will one-shot her and the Briar won't matter. So you can say these thoughts to yourself. You can't, and then the thought to yourself could be, I can't chase her here. If I can't one-shot her, I can't go on her. Because if I chase her, not only am I not going to be able to kill her, but also Briar could turn up and kill me. And also, this isn't like your spare time right now, okay? Like, I like to call it spare tempo. Back here, I mean, back here wasn't your spare tempo either, to be honest, because you had camps. But it was a guaranteed kill there. That's why skipping your camps there was good. Right here, it's done. Now you don't have spare tempo. You got to go back now and do this. Unless, of course, it's guaranteed. So basing here is fine. You just base here. You want to just base here, and then if it looks like she's going to walk in, cancel one time. You can spare like 4 seconds here. Okay, you don't actually die. You can see that it was dangerous. And you can see that right now you should already be on Krugs on this. You know, the butterfly effect of you going for that is actually not being here as fast as you can. Okay, this is a bit of adaptation again, where you're ulting mid. What's the problem? Okay, so before I even look at this play, I want you to think about something, okay? If Teemo uses his resource mid, okay, watch. I mean, you even cancelling here is bad, okay? Obviously, I can see what you're looking for. You're looking to like, you know, you see an opportunity here, which is fine. Okay, he does this. What should you do right now? Can you kill either of them? Maybe you thought you could. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, you thought you could.
I thought I could kill. Yeah.
Can you 1v1 Teemo right now? I think he just kills you, right?
Probably not.
I think he just kills you. Katarina, maybe you could like run long and cut him off. Yeah, I can see that. But the big thing I want you to think about here is that we're winning. The way that we're winning is this. If you do nothing here... You see this? Okay, you actually killed him. Yeah. Okay, this is good. I mean, actually, no. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. When you and this is like the skill. This is like the skill of jungle, knowing what the cost of that is, right? If you didn't get a kill there, you'd be pretty sad, right? Obviously, you just cross and just farm this anyway. I just wanted to highlight the fact that like Teemo going mid is kind of like meaning you're winning already. Like you're just winning if you base and full clear down here and ult bot, or you're just winning if you base and don't get me wrong, okay? I don't want you to have like sometimes like people have a really like rigid gameplay, like they're scared to do anything. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to be like scared to make plays like this. You should definitely go for these plays, but just recognize 2 things. You're already winning. That's number 1. And number 2 is it's like you should your tempo right now you should have already based.
Right.
This is the only thing. So when you make this play, you have to know it's guaranteed. Because if it's not guaranteed, your tempo is going to be ruined. That's the only thing to consider when you go for those kinds of plays. And when you go for those plays as well, and those plays is like those 2 plays you made here, this one and this one, you can kind of see them like that's your 50-50. That's the 50% of the games you win when you kill them. And then the 50% of the games you lose are the ones where you don't kill them.
That makes sense.
Yep. This is good time. Was a good time to like clear your camps and base because you're just waiting for your ult. Okay, and let's see. So another thing to recognize is champions like Rengar, champions like Nocturne. What are they kind of? They're kind of good at something. What do you think that is? They're really good at something in the mid game specifically.
Split pushing.
Kind of split pushing, but killing the guy in the side lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing the guy in the side lane. So who in the side lane can you kill this game?
Katarina,
Both
she
of them.
doesn't have.
Yeah. Like you could technically kill both of them in the side lane this game, which is really good for you because it's like when you play champions like Rengar, it's the same as like where can I get a kill? You need to know like who your food is. Who's the easiest guy to like get to like kill. So obviously Ashe and Nami are like number 1, easiest food. Number 2 is probably like Teemo if you have Trundle in the side lane, and then like Katarina and Briar like harder because like they can, you know, she can press E, she can jump away. So you're thinking about who your food is. So as soon as you see this and it's also like you want a shadow. So like, for example, you could say okay, I want to play for this tower. I'm gonna just for this like scenario, I'm just gonna like say that Trundle went bot. Okay, let me. Yeah. So you're like, okay, I'm coming at a base. There's nothing to really play for. We can either play for this objective, or we can play for like the tower bot. Okay. So this one is called like matching. It's where you think like you're stronger in a team fight. Do we think that we're stronger in a team fight right now?
Right now, no.
No. And small is also bot. So we want to do the other thing, which is trade. So this is match here. This is trade. Okay? You want to trade here because you want the game to like continue. This Rift Herald's not going to lose you the game, right?
Yep.
So it's good. You choose to trade here. Trading by taking these camps, trading by diving whoever's bot. Maybe it's just Ashe alone. Ashe and Nami is mid though, so it's probably going to be Teemo. So it's good. Yeah, it's probably going to be Teemo here. And even I would even say like ping your Trundle. I mean, obviously it's a bit late now because this guy's already here. Even if your trade is just like trading some camps, it's still okay. But yeah, we would prefer Trundle here, right? On the opposite side of the objective, so he can just like smash these 2 towers.
Yeah.
And even when you decide to do this, like you can be like an in-game leader here, okay? You can power that a base. You can power that a base here. And again, ping what you want. Back ping. On the way ping. And do this. Back ping on the way. Back ping on the way. You can even type like I mean you can play with chat off literally and type give Rift trade bot. Or give Rift go for bot tower. Or whatever you want to do. So whatever can help you. Whatever you can help avoid this. Because you going to this as well is not good. Like you joining this, what's happening here is not good. Because your team just... If they didn't do this, the game was still really, really good. Because the gold's actually even.
It was really even.
Yeah. And so here, like, if they go for Rift...
Smolder went to mid. I was just...
yeah, I mean, in this case scenario, when your teammates die, this is also called, like, downtime. So when your team dies now, you just want to farm. Just farm camps. Farm this. Farm this. If this guy pushes this in and you can take this wave, also farm this. If you had all your camps right now, you would just farm like this and then shadow the Trundle pushing top like this.
Yep.
You don't want to do what you're doing here. Why?
It's wasting time.
It's wasting time, yeah. Are you going to kill any of these guys?
No, probably.
So you just want to farm?
Yeah.
Let's see what you could have done instead. I still like the creativity, but I just don't think there's anything there. Let's say, for example, there was someone like low here from mid, or there wasn't like 3 people. Maybe there was just like Ashe and Nami, and Ashe was like low or something, or Nami was like half HP. This is fine because like you're looking for like the same thing again. You're looking for a one shot. You can't one shot anyone right now. You're just gonna jump on them and they're just gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So yeah, do this. Gromp, take this bot wave. See this wave? This is yours. Cannon wave. Big. Your Vladimir died, but like you're just farming this, and you're just waiting for them to spawn. You see that? Like you can't do anything. Like on the map right now, there's nothing you can do. You can't invade here. This is dangerous. You can't take this. You can't take this. you know, you could shadow this, but this is again their strong side. We don't want to match here. We're expecting that their team is taking this stuff because they have more numbers here. They have 4 people here. You have 2 people dead. So you're just gonna take this. You're gonna take this, and then maybe like there's a big team fight here, and then you can like go here and like take these camps or something like that. But essentially, you're playing downtime right now, which is just waiting for your team to spawn again, so they can, and yeah, we'll talk about that when it comes, like the uptime. And yeah, you don't want to take waves if someone is like going towards it. So right here, like you wouldn't want to just like take this because you can take this.
Yeah.
And then you can take this, and then you can take this. Whereas like this guy can't. You don't want to like deny your team's farm. But if this guy just stayed mid here instead, like the Smolder, then you do take this wave because otherwise it would have just been lost to like the minions.
Yep.
Okay, let's watch this. So they're all top. Okay, can we take dragon? It's a tanky dragon because it's the 3rd one, right? So yeah, you are looking good. You're getting some pings down, but so are they. Very difficult game, this one. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is gonna take some like. Yeah, you expect them to be. This is the problem with also not having vision because like you expect them to be somewhere, but then they're actually doing the right thing as well by like trying to match. Okay, no, there's just Katarina here. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks here because you don't know if his team is here, right?
Yeah, I don't know where anyone is.
Yeah. So this is like correct of you to do. This is why vision is like OP. This is why having like a strong side is OP. This is not going to work because
I should have got off of this. Yeah.
Now
I guess it was like the pressure or whatever. I need to get something.
Yeah, that pressure to do something exactly. But the thing is, the game's still chilling for you. Like it's still okay.
Scale, yeah.
Remember that your timer to do dragon is like the timer that they're doing this.
Yep.
So once that timer fades, so right before you were trading because they won this. So they use their turn here, their tempo. They use their time here, and then you use your time here. So it's an even. But once they do this already, you don't have enough time. You have to just accept reality here and like I don't know. Can you like reset and run to Krogs? Nah, you've got like nothing to do. It's a sad game. Yeah, and then this is like your Nexus. Like it's kind of like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit. Yeah. It's exploding a bit now because like. I mean, actually, I wouldn't say this death was like. It didn't really change the outcome of the game that much, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serpent Fang second item. Is that for what?
It was for Ash Briar.
Oh, for like the.
Because they have Eclipse and Barrier.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like. Yeah, it's for like picks.
Honestly, I'm not gonna say that I know like exactly. I mean, if I think about serpents, obviously I'm thinking about shielding, and you're thinking about it as well with like the eclipse and the barrier and stuff. So she also has a. Yeah, I think it's not that bad. Okay, so yeah, we die. We ask what's next. This game again is gonna come down to like enemies making mistakes. Like if the enemy team plays like not even perfectly, just like well now. Yeah, it's like 1.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
And yeah, this is like a little bit in that category of like the 15% you can lose, but it's also in that 15% that like you can improve from and recognize like the summon a spell thing, the wasting the tempo thing, the pathing after level 1 and asking yourself what's next after something like bad happens, right? It's like those things you can take from it, and those things will like be the difference in like your next game. We'll watch a little bit. Yeah, we have like about 13 minutes left in this session, so I don't know if it's worth. I mean, we could go through another VOD and do like the whole early game again if you'd like, or we could watch like the rest of this game out. But I think this game is not much more to take from it, to be honest.
Yeah, this game is like screwed. Like it was just like the early game. I guess there was the misplaced bot. I don't really know what else could have.
Yeah, it's just
and the wasted time.
It was just you like staying on tempo, and like the thing is in this game, like let's say for example like those like let's just say you got like really fed off the enemy bot, like you being fed allows you to like be the difference. You know when I say like match or trade, right? Like you being fed allows you to like match more and allows you to like potentially like carry like these situations, like these team fights. Like your team could still be like completely useless, but like let's say for example you got really fed here, and like I don't know, you were able to like make the difference in like this fight, or you were able to like kill Katarina here, for example. I don't know. You were able to, because you were strong, make some kind of impactful like play in like a fight or a skirmish. That's the whole point of impact. You need to be able to like make the difference. But yeah, it was always going to be like a hard